Thank you. I'm David Merrill, the president of USINDO, if there's anyone who doesn't know me by this point. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to USINDO's 2016 Gala Dinner. Tonight, we're honored to welcome His Excellency Yusuf Kala, Vice President of Indonesia, and Mrs. Kala, and the Vice President's distinguished delegation from Jakarta, who are our good friends here in Washington with us tonight. The Honorable Danny Russell, Assistant Secretary of State for East Asian and Pacific Affairs. Indonesian Ambassador Budi Bowo-Laksono and Ibu Rishanti. Ms. Kelly Magsamen, Principal Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Asian Security Affairs. Co-chair of USINDO's board, Ambassador Stapleton Roy. Many other USINDO board members and advisors are with us tonight. Thank you all. 5 distinguished former U.S. ambassadors to Indonesia. I wish I could name them all. A very distinguished and totally impressive group of ambassadors, the finest that we've had. Ambassadors of Brunei, Laos, and Bangladesh, welcome to tonight's gala. Mrs. Aline Masters, wife of the founder of USINDO. Distinguished U.S. corporate leaders, academics, USINDO members, and friends, all of us in this room who have come to show our interest in Indonesia, and Vice President and Mrs. Kala, and in strong relations between Indonesia and the United States. Thank you all for joining this special evening. And you may quietly start on your salad if you're wondering about that. I wish to thank the following supporters of U.S.-Indonesia relations for making this event possible. At the platinum level, Bank Central Asia, Chapman Taylor and Grace Taylor. Chapman, thank you so much for sharing your birthday with Vice President Kala and USINDO tonight. Freeport McMoran, represented by CEO Richard Atkerson. Thank you, Richard. Semporna TBK. And thank you. At the gold level, Caterpillar, Chevron, the Huffington Foundation, Stanley Weiss. At the silver level, we can applaud at the end. I think it'll be more efficient. At the silver level, ConocoPhillips, McLarty Associates, RTI International, Cardig International, and Mitsubishi Corporation Americas, and our benefactors, Joel Pasquesi, Newmont Mining Corporation, Webster University. Thank you all. At their meeting last October, Presidents Jokowi and Obama agreed to create a U.S.-Indonesia strategic partnership. This is a very significant move. In doing so, they said they, and this is a quote, welcomed civil society engagement and non-governmental tracks, which will be important to the vitality of the strategic partnership, unquote. As the only organization that is binational and devoted entirely to enhancing U.S.-Indonesia relations in all sectors, USINDO strongly supports the 2 presidents' call for civil society engagement in the strategic partnership. We share the growing recognition that many of the problems now faced by our 2 governments are simply too large to be solved by governments alone. USINDO is well placed to enhance civil society and private engagement to bring the full range of public participation to bear through collective action on the important issues our two countries face, both in long-standing bilateral areas and on new high-priority topics, and we intend to do that. We're honored to have as our special guest tonight Assistant Secretary of State for East Asia and Pacific Affairs, the Honorable Daniel Russell, to give us his insight. Secretary Russell previously served at the White House as Special Assistant to the President and National Security Staff Director, Senior Director for Asian Affairs, where he helped to design President Obama's strategic rebalance to the Asia-Pacific and many other things. He's a career member of the Senior Foreign Service. Not every Assistant Secretary is. It's a tribute to him and to the Foreign Service that he's chosen for that. His prior service included many senior positions related to Japan and Korea, Deputy Chief of Mission in the Netherlands and Cyprus, many key positions in the Department of State. Danny, please.